And here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at yet another affordable RGB light for photography and videography. It's very similar to the Andy Cine Bowling P1 that I covered in the past, which is a very good light, no question about it. This is much more affordable though. If you thought the P1 was affordable or any of the other options out there, this is literally just under $70 US, and it was just sent over for review purposes. The company that manufactures it, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but I'll give it a shot. Hagibis or Hagibis, it's one or the other. Essentially what you're about to see is going to look a lot like the Bowling P1. Adjustable RGB color spectrum, 2500 to 8500K, 3200 milliamp hour battery, quick charging or fast charging, 12 different scenes, HSI color mode, I mentioned already it's RGB, and 150 minutes of time. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. And again, for $69.99, this is one of the least expensive, I think it is the least expensive RGB light that I've seen to date of this capacity, you know, for mobile on-the-go use. I've also tested out, several different ones. The Pilot Fly, I think, really is my favorite. Not I think, it is. And that's not to say that the Andy Cine Bowling P1 isn't great. It is. This box looks like it's from that dent, a little bit difficult to deal with, but I'll get it out. And there you have it. And you can already see why I said it is so similar in design, look. I'll tell you about feel in a second. And it is very similar in terms of the feel. Different though in terms of design in that a completely different approach to controlling the light. So there's the brand name, as I said, Hagibis. I'm not sure, but either way, if it works, that's what's important. We have an arm similar to the one found on the Bowling P1, not as impressive, but still certainly functional for mounting. Very stiff. Your Type-C port right there under the arm. And then what I'm seeing here, power switch up at the top. Let's see if we have any juice. We do. So right now it's at 50% brightness, 2500K. You can see it's putting off a nice warm light. I can go ahead and up that using this top dial. So we just took it up to 100%. And then if I want to change the temperature, let's cool it off. Let's get over to 5600K. And you already see that this thing it's competent. You see that lighting, it's producing. Take it away, bring it back. My whole studio is lit to 5600K, so this fits in nicely. But solid metal construction. Then you have a set button here, which is, I presume, how we're going to switch over to RGB, and that's exactly what happened as soon as I did that. So here now, we're playing with the color index, just cycling through its capabilities. And you have the HSI spectrum right there to base those numbers off of. For those of you unfamiliar, that's the whole premise with having that, is that as you cycle through it. So right now you can see I'm at 242. If we want to get closer to red, we got to take it all the way down, right? We got to go to 0 basically. And now we're in that red area. On the other hand, if we want to take it all the way up to blue, we've got to go back to around 130 and 140-ish, and you can see it happening. So that's pretty straightforward. We'll see what battery life is like. It's fully charged now. Again, construction seems good. The light is bright. This is a completely different approach. Each of these has control buttons on each dial in order to jump through the settings, because you can tone down, well, here I'm just toning down brightness, but saturation. So it's certainly interesting. Again, for the price point, I think this is going to be very popular in spite of the fact that you may, just like myself, have never heard of the manufacturer. The pricing is compelling. And then let's just see what else they give us in the box. Some paperwork, a little carry pouch, which nothing wrong with that. A Type-C to Type-A cable for charging. We also have hot shoe mount, cold shoe mount rather, And they even gave you a little ball head. How do you like that? So that's pretty cool. Overall, you know, if this thing works as it just did and the battery holds up and quick charge is solid, it's going to be a formidable contender for its price point. And you can see already it does have, you know, right here on the bracket, cold shoe just waiting to be used. So, I mean, what's not to like? It's literally nearly the exact same profile, just a different menu in terms and control setup. I actually might even like this better in terms of the control setup. So we'll see. But again, bring that into focus, at $70, I mean, hard to not give this thing a look. And that's why when they asked me if I wanted to take a look at it, I said, sure, send it over. After all, these are just great lights to have, and I'm all for having more in the studio. Any questions or comments about the Hagibis, I don't know how to pronounce it, but any other questions about this RGB light, let me know. You know, feel free to post them, any comments, hit that like button, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.